What's going on, guys? It's your boy Avoid here, also known as Torque. Welcome to my first tutorial on how to make curved ramps within Archimedes. I'm pretty sure this is just going to be my one and only official video for Archimedes. However you say it, Archimedes. I don't give a damn what you call it, but today I'm pretty much gonna give you the basic rundown on how to use it, from curved ramp to designed ramp, just like this, onto the basic uses when it comes to ramps. I could also show you how to make circles, how to make caves, this and that. But I'm just gonna give you the basic rundown. If you haven't already, or don't really know how to use Roblox Studio, just go ahead and hit the home. If this keeps collapsing down, or you have to keep going up here and click it, just right click, hit collapse toolbar so that it stays up here. So once it's up here, you're gonna want to open Toolbox. You're gonna want to go to Creator Store. Once you're at Creative Store, hit Plugins, search in for Archimedes. Once you hit this, get the free one. If you do have money and do plan on making maps in the future, or just plan on making the best possible detailed ramps that you want to use, I'd highly suggest Archimedes X Pro. It's really good. From people that I know that use it, it's pretty damn good. But once you get this, go install it. It's got personal reviews on here with a couple of thumbs up, just like this guy. It's a great review. But anyhow, once you get it installed, you can just exit out of the toolbox now. You're gonna go to plugins up top, hit launch Archimedes. Once we are here, to make any curved ramp, okay, this is the main detail. Okay, keep those eyes and ears on the screen, boys. Once you're here, go to part, hit wedge. Wedge is the only thing you need to make any sort of curved ramp. And a normal part, such as like a small block, would be for caves and etc. So once you have a wedge, the proper size that I would probably use is I'd go 12 high and probably 14 wide. For a detailed one like this, like these ramps right here, I'd most definitely go to 2. I feel like anything above 2 would kind of make it pretty difficult to surf on, especially when it comes to making a ramp for surf. Once you have this wedge, make sure to rename this part to surf so that the ramp is surfable. Once we have this, launch up Archimedes if you haven't already. And now I'll show you the hub. So this is the hub. Everything you need to know is on the hub. So within this hub, once you have Archimedes and you have it open, you're always going to have this duplicate version of this. So it pretty much just shows you where the ramp's going. So if I turn the angle, it shows me which angle's going. When it comes to curved ramps, I always like, with angle, I always like using 2. I feel like it makes all these are on 2, by the way. I feel like it makes the best surfable thing possible. I'll show you in detail, like if you were to use 5, you swap sides and render it. It kind of makes this bumpy edge, which is kind of really hard to surf on. But if you go to, let's say 2, it renders out pretty good where the ramp isn't as bumpy. Once you have your part and it's on surf, the amount that you render, I'd most definitely change this to 4, 5, or 6. I personally like doing 4. Once you hit it, it renders out to 4, so that you can keep clicking it. That's what I like personally doing. Once you have that set at 4, depending on what type of ramp you want. So let's say I want a inward ramp like this. You want to go to X, yaw, and then flip axis and render it, and it will curve towards you. if you want to go the opposite way, unhit flip axis, hit it, and we'll go the opposite way. Now, if you want to go Y, which is going to be pretty much just up, not up, I'm sorry. Ugh. Pitch is going to be going up on X. So you got this ramp going up and this ramp going down. So once you're on pitch, you do flip axis, it's going to be rendering down. And then to make it go up, you want to unclick flip axis, and then it'll go up. So once we have that down, now we're going to kind of get into the design part of a ramp. When it comes to design the ramp as best as you possibly want it to be. So this one, I just did a basic design. I'm going to do another basic design, just like kind of this one, but a little similar. So for this, you're just going to completely exit out of Archimedes. You're going to want to choose the material that you want to use. So I'll just go with marble, and I'll choose this blue. And once you have the color and material that you want to use, you want to go ahead and open a block, which is going to be a part. Once this is a part, open up properties, turn off cast shadows, and then you want to go down to collision over here. Can't collide, can't touch, can't query, audio can collide. Just turn all of that off. This is pretty much so that if we're in the surf map test, you could pretty much just go through this completely. But this is going to be just a small simulator design. So what you want to do is make this as small as you could possibly get it, which it's visible. So pretty much if I try to go any further, it really won't let me. So I have to hold down shift and make it go to 0. Once it's at 0, I'm going to try to get it as close as I can to the ramp, probably right there. Then shift it. It's kind of where it's visible. Do right there. Bring that down. Then just going to make that hover. Bring this down. Put that in. And then make sure this part is actually connected to your ramp. You don't want it over or it will mess up. So once this is right here, we're gonna do another color. We're just gonna go a different type of blue, and then that up too. Sometimes when it's like this, you kind of have to shift up a little bit so that it's seeable. Now once that's done, drop this one, make it a little smaller. Then we're gonna go to another blue. Once that's down, we're gonna drop this way down here, duplicate that, make it go up, and then we're gonna change the color to a lighter blue. Bring that up, copy that, bring that up right there, and then copy this, bring it down, copy that again, bring it down, and then we're gonna go to even a lighter blue. I'm just giving you the basic rundown, by the way, boys. You don't have to copy this whatsoever. It's completely up to you. If you do want to copy it, go for it. Give you all rights. So once you have the basic design on the ramp that you want to do, you want to make sure up here, just hit select, and then hold left click, hover over it, group as a model. Once this is grouped as a model, here comes the fun part. Launch this bad boy hub up, and I'll probably just make it into a curved ramp like this. So once it's a curved ramp, I'm gonna go yaw, and then flip axis so that it's coming towards me. I'll swap sides so it's not going over there. Now you just render all four. Render all four. And now this ramp is now facing me. Now I have a curved surfable ramp with a good, clean looking design. And then you could use this pretty much for anything now. Just always make sure to use the same wedge as always. So let's say I want to make it go up. Do that. As well with this, okay? So let's say you feel like you don't have enough ramp. You feel like you lose this but want to stretch this out. But when you stretch this out, it makes it big. So what you can do is you can click this, make the angle 0, and then swap sides and just render this out so that the design stays the same. So then you actually have a drop in with a longer extendable part right here. So once this is all done and you need to move the ramp or so, I'd most definitely group all of it together, just because it's a lot of parts into one, so that you could actually move it and then make the ramp bigger if you need to, depending on the map. I would honestly do this outside of the map that you are making this in, just so that when you do group it, you don't have to sit there on the map that you're on. Like, let's say it's in the spot that you don't want it to be, you just want to move it. You know, you can't really hover over it like this because it'll get all the stuff behind it. So I'd most definitely make it outside of the ramp. If anything, if you feel like you're in the spot where you can't do that, you can just hit Control and then click every single one of these and then group as model. But yeah, that's pretty much the basics of Archimedes when it comes to ramps. You could also make obstacles with this as well. You can make roads, whatever you want to make. For instance, I'll make a road. I'm not gonna paint it black or anything, but you could pretty much make the road how you want it to be. You know, you could also make this into a ramp too on the ground as well, where you pretty much have to surf on this. Not everything has to be a ramp, but as well with that, if you do also want a circle when it comes to this, you could turn your angle up. I'd probably do 20, and then you just do render all 17. And once you have this, just hit 3 for the scale. You could just size it. So then after that size, you could pretty much take one of these ramps right here, move it into this, curve it in here, put that in there, and then you could take this ramp and kind of move it to where you want to move it, so that you can just come in, you know, drop in, do what you need to do. But yeah, that's pretty much the basics of Archimedes. I'm not going to go into more detail. If you don't know how to use Archimedes by now, something's got to be wrong with you. It's pretty easy and self-explanatory. I just want to make a quick video to try to help you guys out for anyone that is trying to get into it. But besides that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I appreciate you guys watching. Peace out.